Hey guys, it's Cece and today is Wednesday and you know what that means? It means that today is Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was, of course, created by Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I will leave the link to her channel as well as to the Goodreads group down below so you can go and check them out. And today, the theme for Top 5 Wednesday is our top 5 series that we would like to start next year in 2016. It is fast approaching, which is very strange. I can't believe that 2016 is less than 2 weeks away. But I do have a list for you all, so let's go over the top 5 series that I would really like to start reading in 2016. First up, coming in at number 5. At number 5, I've got A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is the first book in the series. The second book, A Gathering of Shadows, I believe, has not come out yet, but a lot of people read this book last year and really enjoyed it. And I read my very first V.E. Schwab book just a couple of months ago and completely fell in love with it, so it has definitely inspired me to want to go out and seek more V.E. Schwab books, and I would definitely love to get my hands on a copy of A Darker Shade of Magic. Coming in at number 4. At number 4, I've got the Cormoran Strike books by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. I have never read any books by J.K. Rowling that apart from the Harry Potter books, and I really need to. So I don't actually own any copies of these books, but Janelle does, and so when I go back to school in the spring, I am planning on finally picking up a book by J.K. Rowling that isn't Harry Potter. It's finally gonna happen. So I'm very excited to get started in this series. I've heard really good things. I've heard more good things about Cuckoo's Calling than I have about Casual Vacancy. So I'm very excited to get started on this series and just explore a different side of J.K. Rowling. Coming in at number 3. At number 3, I've got A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I started reading Sarah J. Maas just this year, and I read all of her Throne of Glass books. I'm currently reading Queen of Shadows, so I will have read all of her Throne of Glass books. And reading Queen of Shadows right now has just inspired in me a need to, again, pick up a new Sarah J. Maas book. A Court of Thorns and Roses has been like a really big deal this past year, and a lot of people have loved it. I know a few people really haven't enjoyed it, but I also know that it is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and I'm a sucker for retellings. So I definitely really want to get to A Court of Thorns and Roses and just check it out before the second book, A Court of Mist and Fury. I think that's the title of the second book, before that comes out next year too. So then I'll be able to read both of those books, which I'm very excited about because I really like Sarah J. Maas's writing in the Throne of Glass books. So very much want to get to this series. Coming in at number 2. At number 2, I've got the only physical copy of a book that I'm going to be talking about today, and that is I Want to Start the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan. I have the first book in the series as well as the third book, and I would like to get the rest of them because I feel like I know I'm gonna like this series so much after how much I love Percy Jackson. So I've wanted to start this series ever since it came out, and then it just never happened for some reason. So I'm definitely gonna get on these. First, I have to reread Percy Jackson, which I think is gonna happen this summer, and then I can read these 5 books, which I'm just so excited about. I haven't read anything by Rick Riordan in a very long time, so I'm glad to finally be getting to this series, hopefully next year. And finally, coming in at number 1. The number 1 series that I really want to get started on next year is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I have book 1, Cinder, on my Kindle, so I can definitely start it as really whenever I want to. I probably won't start it until January, but I definitely just really want to get to this series. Again, this is a series of retellings, which I have a weakness for, and the first one is a retelling of Cinderella, and I've read some really excellent Cinderella retellings, and I love that this one has a sci-fi twist to it, so I really want to get to this series. I've wanted to for a ridiculously long time, and I don't really know what's been stopping me, so now that I have the first book, I really have no excuse. And so I will definitely be starting the series in 2016, which is perfect since the final book, Winter, just came out last month. So All of the books are already out and everything. I don't even have to wait between books. I just have to go for it. Okay, there you go. Those are the top 5 series that I really want to get a start on in 2016. I don't know what's been stopping me on a lot of them, and it's just a bunch of books that I really want to read. So there is a bit of your sneak peek for my books that I really most want to read in 2016 video, which I will be doing eventually at some point. I have so much to film right now. I don't even know. But there's your sneak peek to those books. So let me know, what is a series that you are very excited to be starting next year? Which ones have got you all excited to jump in and just read in a brand new world? Let me know in comments. And of course, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!